Hello and welcome. We thank you for joining us through digital means, whether it be YouTube or any digital device or means by which you're watching and viewing this presentation today. We're gathered here together at Save to Serve in beautiful Orlando, Florida. And as you may well know, my name is J.R. Cofer, and I'm gathered together with Pastor Tinsley of E.G. Bible School, and also, as you well know, Pastor Andrew Henriques of Save to Serve, Prophesy Again. We are gathered to discuss a number of different issues that we believe are going to help dispel confusion that have arisen in the last few days or weeks, and I pray create that unity and that finishing the work that's so necessary in this time. We have a few sections we want to go through, and we're going to be detailing those in a moment, but we want to start in this first section just dealing with some of the history of why we're doing this video, why we're putting together this presentation, and some of the issues that have led to the need for this presentation with the three of us here. A few years ago, I would say maybe more than 5 or 6 years ago, I had a number of conversations with a brother of mine, a dear brother and friend, Pastor Jeremiah Davis. We had a number of meetings. I think we had almost 10 hours worth of discussions on the issue of self-supporting work and the finishing of the work. During these discussions, we talked about a number of things also that were mentioned by himself and also Pastor Moses Mason in a recent video that came out, a prophecy update that is now on the internet and people can watch and look at. In those discussions with Pastor Davis, those discussions were a result of him and his wife really seeking and desiring for me, a friend of theirs, they're good friends of mine, friends and workers in ministry. They wanted me to attend a camp meeting, and some difficulty come in because there was some question concerning the understanding of the work of the church or the nature of the church. And when I asked Pastor Davis concerning this issue, he said that Pastor Moses Mason had an issue with what he perceives as my view. And this led into a number of discussions with Jeremiah. And again, I want to state very, very emphatically that I had deep and high respect for Jeremiah to come and speak to me concerning this issue and make sure that among brothers that if he believed I had a wrong view or if he did not understand my view, that it was made plain. And we talked for a great long while. Again, the issue was raised because, of course, Moses Mason had an issue. I have not heard from Moses Mason in over a decade. And I have no animus toward him, but this is a reality that I've not heard from him concerning any of these issues. Jeremiah and I talked for almost 10 hours, about three-hour conversations. In this conversation, we talked about the nature of the work and how the work would be finished. We talked about self-supporting and conference lines and regular lines, irregular lines. And in this conversation, I believe that most of the views that were trying to be put forth to me by Jeremiah, in our conversations, to my understanding, they didn't seem very, very well-founded. And I begged Jeremiah not to present these topics. I want to emphasize that point. I begged him, as someone who is not only a senior in ministry, but older than him. I begged him as a brother, a younger brother in the faith, a younger ministry. I begged him not to present these topics. I said, it's going to ruin you because, again, eventually, these issues are going to become a major issue, and people are going to question you upon these things if you're on the wrong side of Bible and Spirit of prophecy. We came to a understanding, as it were, and the understanding basically was that I would pray for him, he would pray for me, and we continue to love and work with each other in ministry. Some years have passed, and there's been no open raid upon Apostles Ministry or MOL. There's been no attack upon the converse. We have not attacked each other or made any prominent issue concerning our ministry. We talked what we thought was true, but no prominent issue was made until this video. This video came out and there was an attack directly on Pastor Henriques, and also the assumption that he and those with similar views, which all of us hold, are either even being led by Satan or calling the church Babylon and or calling people out of the church. There's a need to deal and kind of clear those issues up and make sure that people understand clearly the work and role of Gospel of Health, the work and role of Save to Serve, Prophesy Again, and the work and role of E.G. Bible School and the reflective ministers. So we've gathered together to do that today, and we thank you for joining with us.